Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kat Bat from Digital Left Art, and today we've got with us Martin Zeman from the Business Leaders family. Martin, could you tell us a little bit about your business?
Absolutely. So Business Leaders Family is a community for entrepreneurs, for business owners. And it's the safe space where entrepreneurs can come and talk about their entrepreneurial journey. It came about from my desire to basically hang out with my entrepreneurial friends a little bit more. And the first time I kind of organized a dinner and invited them along, and I was surprised by how much value they have been exchanged by business owners coming together and sharing their journeys. And what I realized is being an entrepreneur can sometimes be quite lonely.
Yes, it's just you have to take so many decisions, and if there is nobody you can bounce the ideas off, it can be a little bit scary.
Exactly, and we feel that's how things are. So we don't really seek out the opportunities. Sometimes we go networking, but at networking, oftentimes we just get pitched at, and you can't really have that quality conversation. So I kind of, based on the feedback, I continued doing these events. It was mainly dinners in intimate settings between 10, 15 people. And I would just kind of pair up people who I thought like are nice synergy, who are maybe in a similar kind of business or complementary services or similar type of business. And it just eventually grew to a community of 150 entrepreneurs, business owners. And with this COVID situation, the lockdown started, and I heard that the need for the community is bigger than ever, like massive change.
Absolutely. So I was just wondering, if you can't do dinners anymore, have you started running your events online?
So we had our last dinner scheduled 2 days before the lockdown officially started. And I was just adamant to say, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And just people are dropping off. And then it became very clear that, it's not the right thing to do. So I called it off, and I didn't really see an option to do it online. I felt like it's very difficult to do good conversations in Zoom setting. But then I joined some events, and I discovered the breakout rooms. And I thought, this is a killer feature. This is really what enables to have these quality conversations, one-to-one, one to two people. And then I brought the whole thing online to Zoom and switched from monthly events to weekly because the situation was just so hectic and so much was going on.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of fears around looking at what other people are doing, what are they thinking. So there was kind of like a transition period. But at the same time, I thought, this is my main passion. Helping entrepreneurs, bringing them together, introducing them to one another. Why don't I spend more time on it? And because previously it was just basically a hobby, I've just turned it into a business during the COVID because I thought that's what I want to do. And if I want to dedicate more time to it, I need to align my income with that as well.
I'm a firm believer of following your passion, and I think there is a need for a community like that. I think if I didn't have a network, I would have been really stuck if I was trying to kind of get through the coronavirus on my own. So it's been nice to have support of my network and all that. So thank you for doing that for others as well.
My pleasure. Yeah. So kind of like there is a new element. So now I'm building the second layer, which is about masterminds. And mastermind is a concept where a set group of entrepreneurs are meeting regularly. So it's not necessarily different people, but it's the same group of people meeting regularly and celebrating each other's successes, sharing the failures or lessons learned, helping each other solve challenges, and then holding each other accountable to the actions that they take or they decide to take. And there are a number of masterminds in the UK. Probably the most notable one is Vistage, but they are kind of quite expensive for early stage businesses. So Vistage, for example, is I think one grand a month. There are others around 500 pounds per month mark. I feel it's not quite for the small businesses, but I feel the idea of mastermind is just as valuable. So what I'm looking to do, what I'm doing with the masterminds in Business Leaders Family is just to make them affordable for smaller businesses.
That's a great idea. Thank you so much for that. Have you got any advice for other entrepreneurs to help them get through coronavirus or in general? It sounds like you've been helping others out. So what's your golden nugget?
I do. So it was fantastic to follow so many entrepreneurs through the journey. And what was probably the key takeaway for me was before the lockdown, most of us had the solution, we had the value proposition, and we had a very specific problem that we were solving for our customers. And what happened with the crisis, the problems of our customers completely changed. So then the value proposition and the solution no longer fit for the problem. So that's why basically business disappeared. What I found the successful entrepreneurs did, they just totally reinventing themselves. So they found what is the new pain point of their ideal clients or their existing clients. And then they developed solutions specifically for that. And they created value proposition that talked to that new problem. Sometimes it was the same solution. They just changed the value proposition. They talked about their proposition from a perspective of the new normal. And I think that's important to just reflect on what are the pain points that we are trying to solve and how do we communicate towards those pain points rather than just saying what we have been doing before, because the world has changed and we need to change our businesses as well.
I could not agree with you more. It's so important to adjust and to go with the times. We've added new services as well. We actually do edits of online events or do highlight videos for them now. And like I'm just working with a client putting something on that's quite amazing, like, you know, having breakout rooms with live entertainment and whatnot. It's just we just have to reinvent ourselves a little bit. Not completely changing the strategy, but I think adding bits and pieces that will help us, you know, in the new world.
Yeah, I think you're a perfect example, right? Like it's actually thinking of, okay, well, these are our clients, these are our skill set, like what do they need right now? Okay, let's give it to them, even if it's not necessarily massive revenue generator or sometimes it's for free. Like the relationship that we build by helping people when in need, they will just set us for the future so well. And I think this is the key thing. Some people were waiting it out and hoping, you know, things will go back to normal and we will restart. But I think the biggest opportunity for entrepreneurs is actually right now when, you know, there are new problems and people are looking for people who can solve those. So now we can broker the relationships that in the future will generate most of our wealth or revenue.
Absolutely. I think business is all about problem solving. Is there anything that you would like to add?
I think that's pretty much it. If anyone is seeking a community of fellow business owners, always happy to chat. Or if you know someone who you feel is running their business and it's really a good entrepreneur, so that our community is invitation only. People can't just sign up.
Wow,
it's
very
mainly
exclusive.
word of mouth, and it's a community of givers, right? So people in our community, it's not about sales pitching. It's not necessarily about generating leads. It's about having that support group that you can help and they will help you. So it's very much for the people who are looking to help others.
That sounds great. Please don't forget to leave your contact details underneath in the comments so that viewers can reach you as well. Thank you so much, Martin. It's been great to have you here today.
Thank you, Kat. Pleasure being here. Thank you.